In this video today, we catch up with WA State Business Development Manager Elaine from Bank Australia to talk about how their bank is doing their best for clean money. Okay, so Elaine, welcome. Thank you for coming in and giving us your time today to give us a little bit of an update on Bank Australia. So I guess just for our own information, how long have you been working with Bank Australia for now?
This is my third year with Bank Australia.
Wow, have you always been a BDM though the whole time, or?
For Bank Australia?
Yeah, for Bank Australia.
I started as a BDM and
wow. That's gone really quick. It only feels like the other day, or maybe let's say a year ago, we did the training, but that's 3 years gone that quick. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But I started just looking after South Australia brokers.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
And other partnerships, non-profit organisations that we're also affiliated with.
Okay.
And then it's just over a year that I've also been looking after the brokers in WA.
That's probably why.
Yep.
So the not-profit organisations that the bank's involved with, how did that sort of come about? Or has it always been the bank's view to be in that space?
The partnerships that we have with the non-profit organisations have always been part of the portfolio with Bank Australia.
Uh-huh.
Our customers tend to give us feedback and shape the way that we want to focus as a bank. And
so in terms of like what other companies you're involved with, or just sort of how you, I guess, diversify or something like that? Maybe?
Yeah, correct.
Wow.
And our focus is around clean money. And
I like that.
with clean money, it's all about lending and assisting, sort of where our customers want us to focus.
Mm-hmm.
This is non-profit organisations, affordable housing,
yes,
disability, developments.
Okay, and is that all Australia focused?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
So you're basically using the the money that the bank produces, I guess, to benefit back to Australia as a whole, not just shareholders, I guess.
Correct.
Okay, great.
Correct.
Yeah. So you're a customer-owned bank, don't have shareholders like the major banks do, and you listen to your customers to help direct the ship where you want it to steer.
Correct. Because
that's so cool.
As an organisation, we started in 1957.
Oh, okay, but obviously different names and...
Correct.
Okay.
So we've been around quite a while, and we are an amalgamation of 72 credit unions.
Uh-huh.
But we were Australia's first customer-owned bank in 2015.
And that's the name Bank Australia started?
That's when we changed our name to Bank Australia.
2015 was a good year. I got married in that year. That must have been a good year for you guys as well.
It was. And we have been carbon neutral as a customer-owned bank since 2011.
Wow. So what does that mean in terms of, I guess, sharing that knowledge to your customers? Does it just give you, I guess, a real point of difference in the market? Or how do you guys see where you sit in relation to all the other lenders or credit unions that are out there? Yeah.
So we're a genuine alternative.
Yeah.
We are the first customer-owned bank and the first bank in the world where our customers part-own a conservation reserve.
Wow. Where is that located?
927 hectares of conservation land in the Wimmera Valley in Victoria.
Uh-huh. And that's to conserve the land, obviously.
We've got the land and we've got particular fauna and flora, animals in respect to birds, insects, bees, frogs, many vulnerable species that our customers are concerned about and want us to focus on. So we're about the positive prosperity of people in Australia and the planet. So conservation is a big thing. So we operate very differently being a customer-owned bank, which means we don't have dividends to pay to shareholders.
Okay.
We don't pay bonuses to executives or to staff.
Okay.
So all our profits are reinvested back into the bank.
Okay, great.
And that enables us to keep our fees as low as possible or non-existent.
Yes.
And our rates pretty sharp.
Excellent. And in terms of the type of, I guess, products or options that you give to your customers directly, do you find that you have anything that sort of stands out against the other banks in terms of a particular feature or something that you think that you get a good feedback from?
Yep, we like to keep our product features really simple.
Okay.
And customer friendly.
Yep.
So if customers potentially don't really want to pay fees, one of our extremely popular products is the basic loan.
Okay.
So it's a sub 80. It's a fees-free product.
Okay.
So it has no application fee,
Yep.
no monthly fee,
Yep.
and a free unlimited redraw facility.
Wow, that's really cool. So it's just by nature, its name, basic.
It is.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay,
And they can
great.
do free splits. So if they're a little bit concerned about the stability of the market and rates going forward, they can have a free split, part of it on variable, part of it on a fixed rate.
So it gives them the flexibility, but also security as well with managing their budget a bit tighter as well.
Yep.
Okay, great. And in terms of obviously, not being such a well-known bank, if customers want to, I guess, access your facilities or use, ATMs and those sorts of things, like how do people navigate that space?
We're part of the Ready ATM network,
Yes.
where there's about 4,500
Okay.
ATMs in Australia.
Yeah, cool.
And they have their own app, they have their own website.
Okay.
So, it's pretty easy to access cash
Yes.
should you need
Yes.
cash
Which
nowadays.
Yeah, not many people do.
No.
And I guess all the other banks these days, you can use their ATMs anyway if you ever needed to. But most things are just your PayPass or whatever it might be. So everyone gets their debit cards and all those other things like normal as well, which is really cool.
And if you've got a customer, or if you've got somebody that is the follower of the Barefoot Investor.
Yes, yes, we have a lot of those actually, which they usually have the different account setups for different expenditures or savings or expenses and those things. Yeah.
Our product, the premium package.
Okay.
It actually caters for that.
Oh, okay. How so?
We have variable rate options and we have fixed rate options.
Yep.
Now, on the fixed rate option, you can actually have 100% offset on your fixed rates as well.
That's pretty unique. There's not many banks out there that I could probably couldn't even think of them off the top of my head, but that's pretty unique.
And it's unlimited. So you can have as many offset facilities linked to your fixed rate loan.
Wow. So you mean like different offset accounts?
Correct.
So you could have like the Barefoot Investor, you've got your daily expenses, you've got your splurge, you've got your savings, your holiday account, whatever it might be, and all of those then pool together to offset the one home loan, and then they get to have that home loan fixed, so they're not worried about rates going up or down.
Correct.
That's amazing. Yeah,
and
that's for me, especially when educating first home buyers. A lot of them are concerned with their budget, and they're used to having multiple accounts for savings and expenditure and those sorts of things. So to allow that then to be linked to a loan that's stable and not worrying about rates going up, that's pretty special. That's pretty cool.
And if they really want to manage and especially being a first-time buyer, our internet facility is very simple and easy to use, even the app. So they can actually call all those offset facilities an account that they want to know it by. So
like a nickname sort of thing.
Yep. So if they want to call it the car maintenance account or the holiday fund.
Or the do not touch account or whatever it might be.
So they can do that. And should they wish to have a card for each facility, if they've got some car maintenance and they need to pop to the ATM to get the cash out, then they can use that card.
Particular to that account.
Correct. Wow. Free of charge.
That's really good. Yeah.
It's definitely changed.
Yep.
I think the Royal Commission, or internet has enabled customers to do a little bit more research about who they bank with and what they want from their bank as a service and actually what their banks do. Our business has definitely grown in the last 12 months.
Okay.
Through our broker channel, through our direct channel and our online channel. The volume of inquiries and the volume of applications have definitely increased in every state. So even though it's a very different market out there, there's a lot of customer awareness now as to they have a choice of where they want to bank and who they want to bank with. Now, as a responsible lender, our policies haven't really changed for the last 3 years.
Okay, good.
So I know a lot of lenders out there are in
Sort
the
of shifted
space
the goalposts a little
and they're
bit.
changing their policies. And some customers and brokers are a little bit confused as to, you know, can they still service a new loan with that lender? So yeah, we get a lot more inquiries from all channels.
Okay, great. Yeah. I have to admit, I was literally with a customer on Tuesday, and they said, look, Josh, we want to deal with a bank that has good ethical values. And I just will admit, I said, look, write down Bank Australia, look them up, look about their carbon neutral policy, look at all the stuff they do with the conservation as well. And I've had probably 3 or 4 of that in the last 12 months. Like you said, where they want to choose who they bank with. I mean, obviously, it's always important to make sure they get the best possible outcome as well.
Correct.
But when they have a direct choice,
yes,
it is good to have that point of difference, which is really powerful.
It is. And also we've got a huge customer base of socially responsible individuals.
Okay.
So social responsible individuals tend to, in their priorities of making a decision of what they purchase, it's actually on their value based.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
For example, I'm a socially responsible person. And there are many different reasons as to why you could be a socially responsible person.
Okay.
I'm socially responsible because I'm a vegetarian, for example.
Okay, yes, interesting.
And in Australia, there's 1 in 10 vegetarians.
Wow, okay.
It's the 3rd largest country in the world for vegetarians.
Wow,
for
interesting.
different reasons as to why they're not eating meat.
Okay.
I'm also socially responsible because I've got solar panels.
Yes, I see what you mean. Yep.
I grow my own vegetables.
Wow. Okay.
I live off the land.
Yes.
So I don't have electricity bills. I don't have water bills because I've got rainwater, bore water. So my lifestyle, sort of enables me to become socially responsible.
Do you find having those values yourself is what draws you even more closer to working for something as an organisation like Bank Australia who shares those same core values?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've been in the finance industry for 29 years.
Okay, wow. So you've seen a lot of different stuff.
I have. And in the UK, I worked for a Big Four and a building society for 20 years as a lender, as a branch manager, as a development manager, as a lending area manager. So I've done a lot of different roles in the lending space in retail.
Wow.
And then I moved over to Australia and I did 3 years with Bank SA.
Yes.
As a lending area manager.
Okay.
And then my opinion is that in the finance industry, Australia tends to follow some of the trends in the UK.
Okay, interesting.
And I noticed that the broker industry was starting to increase back 6 years ago.
In the UK? Yeah.
In Australia.
Okay, yes.
So I transitioned and I left Bank SA to broking. So I've been in the broking space, correct, for 6 years.
Yeah, cool.
So I joined an SA broking company and was a development manager for 73 brokers nationally.
Wow, okay.
So it enabled me to utilise my UK experience of the broking industry and the retail lending.
Okay.
It also gave me the opportunity to understand the broking industry in Australia, where it was at and where it was probably heading.
Yes. Give them a bit of direction.
Yeah. And then this opportunity with Bank Australia came about 3 years ago. Bank Australia was going into the broking market. So it enabled me to utilise my skills and knowledge from banking, retail and broking, but actually work for a values-based organisation.
I love that. Like that is, I mean, most people that know me know that when you can align your values, that's when the magic happens.
Yep.
Like you can... Yeah, it's just when you can become the sort of best version of yourself by aligning that's when it's not work. Yeah. It's who you are.
You believe in what you're doing. You believe in what you're saying. You've got the fire in your belly and you're passionate of what you do.
Exactly, yeah. Well, look, Elaine, I can't think of anything more beautiful than to end with that sort of note because for me, that's exactly how we are operating our business moving forward, about sort of who we are and why we do what we do, as opposed to focusing too much about what it is we do and how we do it. Look, I just want to say thank you so much for coming in and sharing that. I learned so much about you today, and I really hope that we can do a lot more business with clean money together in the future.
Thank you. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Josh.
Thanks for coming in, Elaine.
Thank you.